Evet arkadaşlar, bugün size Burak ve Wilder Nesli bir tane kanalı tanıtacağım. Adam elini neye bulduysa sokmuş. Bakın arkadaşlar.
Oh boy. Here we go. Holy cow, that's a lot of things already.
Et yiyen karıncalara koyuyor arkadaşlar şimdi. Gerizekalı timsaha koyuyor.
Alright guys. So when I was in Arizona, you saw me put my hands into a mound of harvest.
Bana 1000 lira vereceğim mesela. Ben bu salak gibi şeyi ısıttırmam. 40 ayaklara falan ısıttırıyor arkadaşlar. O et yiyen karıncalar da çok can yakıyor arkadaşlar, biliyorsunuz. Bu salak abimiz kendini böceklere her şeyi ısıttırdı arkadaşlar.
There are thousands of these fiery little ants beneath
40
the
ayağı,
surface. And the
timsah.
second that my hands disturb this dirt, I'm going to be swarmed by these ornery little insects. Am I excited about this? Not really. Am I curious as to
Yakında
what's going to
Wolf'tan videoları da
happen?
gelecek.
Of course, and I know you guys are too. I think at this point, I am ready to enter the strike zone with the fire ant. The red-imported fire ant is native to South America.
Facecam'le
They have
videolar.
established populations in several places across the United States, including Florida. What makes these insects so dangerous is that their mounds camouflage into the environment, resembling nothing more than a pile of dirt. Stumble into one, and before you even realize what you have done, you are caught in the swarm. Now, just like the harvester ant, the fire ant can bite and it can also sting. And they say that the sting of a fire ant feels like putting your hands into a ring of fire. Now, before I actually go through with this, here's a little something we all should know. The sting of this ant species
Gerizekalı ne konuşuyor ya?
get my fair share of them. So much worse than the harvester ants. 30 seconds. I gotta stop. You alright? How are you? How much go? A lot of pain. Oh, they're still on me. Oh, my hands are on fire right now.
Arkadaşlar ben hayatım boyunca bunun kadar sallanıyorum. Size arkadaşlar 2 video izletim burada. Kısa olmasın.
My hands feel like they're swelling right now. I feel like I'm still getting stung.
Salak abimiz
Be one
canını.
with the pain. Be one with the pain. Look at my veins are all swelling up. When a mound of fire ants is disturbed, thousands of them instantly
Arkadaşlar
swarm the
bunlarda
invader.
ilaç var ya.
The attack comes from all sides.
Onu yapıyorlar zehirlendikten sonra.
They use a stinger in their abdomen
Yalana
to inject
sıktırıyorlar.
the venom. I was hoping to last 60 seconds. However, my pain tolerance finally gave out as my brain was screaming, "Get your hands out of that ant mound." Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes since I had my hands in the ant mound. As you can see, they're starting to swell up. There's a bunch of little white lumps all over them. It's actually not too bad at this point. It hurts less than it does itch. I really want to itch my hands right now, and I know that I shouldn't, because if I do, it's only going to make it worse. Now, if you want to know the
much worse than the harvester ants.
Bu hep aynı şeyler
the
gösterecek
moment those
arkadaşlar.
ants were
Arkadaşlar bu salak abimizin diğer bir videosu. Ben bana 10 milyar vereceğim mesela, ben
okay,
yapmam.
Peterson, you guys have
Abimizin de 5 milyon abonesi var. Siz de abone olun arkadaşlar.
Alright, you ready?
Bana da abone olmayı unutmayın.
2.
Abone olmayan izlemesin.
Oh boy. 3.
Gerizekalı.
You know what, guys? I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. What you're looking at there is a 200-pound American alligator with one of the most powerful bite forces on the planet.
Salak bu
An animal
timsahı
this size
sıkacak.
could probably rip off my arm. And just to prove that he's real, watch this. those teeth really get your heart. Now, I've gotten up close with a number of different dangerous animals and gotten into the strike zone to show you what to do and not do if you ever find yourself in that position. Now, I'm not willing to be bitten by an alligator of this size, but I am willing to hold up my end of the bargain and get chomped by something a little more reasonable. All right, guys,
Salak ısıttıracak
let's bring in Junior.
kolunu.
Over the course of my adventures, I have had several alligator encounters, all of which ended without me ever being bitten. See you later, buddy. So
Ne
that'll be the
yakalamışlar
bite
orada.
perspective right there. Alligator will come from this side and chomp down right on the meat of my forearm. The measured bite force of a full-grown American alligator is around 3,000 pounds per square inch, making it one of the most powerful chomps in the animal kingdom. I am trying to mentally put myself in a place where I'm not going to feel the pain. I have a pretty high... Having all those tiny little teeth pop through my forearm and both sides, this is not going to feel good. Here, this is about 3.5 feet in length. He weighs about 20 pounds. And an alligator
Bu
this
yavrusu
size
arkadaşlar.
is only about 2 years old. So the purpose of... Here we go.
Sakın denemeyin diyor.
Alright, this is not going to be pretty. You guys ready for this? I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the strike zone with the American alligator. You ready? Ready? Everyone ready? Rolling. GoPro? Rolling. Here we go.
Küçüğünü ısıttırıyor da arkadaşlar. Küçüğü de çok can yakıyor.
2. Ooh, yeah, he is into my arm. He is holding on. Yep. Alright, that feels like
Çok
big
dayanıklı.
needles going into my forearm, and I can see there that those teeth are deep down into my skin. Oh, yeah, he's really holding on. Man, now, an alligator of this size, only about 3.5 feet, capable of giving you one really, really nasty bite. Alright, I think to get him to let go, I'm gonna try to just pry his jaw down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna pull my arm out. You ready? No, he's not letting go. He's locked onto my arm, guys. You know what? Let's get a bottle of water. There are some teeth underneath that have just popped through the underside of my arm. All right, I'm gonna dump a little bit of water on you. Ready? Here we go. All right, buddy, let go. Let go. Oh, I don't want him to like slide back. It's the underside that hurts the worst.
Oo.
He's biting out harder and harder and harder. Oh man, this was not a good idea, ladies and gentlemen. Truly chomped by the American alligator. I can't get him off. He's locked down there.
Just a suggestion for me.
Yes, suggestion.
I take the stick, put it in here so he couldn't bite down any harder.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, what we're gonna do now is put a stick in his jaws from this side. Getting the alligator on is one thing. Getting him off is another. He's got the underside of my wrist locked in his jaws. Ooh, yeah. Wow.
Oo.
Oh, thank you, Junior.
Arkadaşlar bu abi çok dayanıklı.
Woo, doggy. Look at that. Oh man, he got really close to the
Adam
vein
daha
right
ellerini
there.
ararız.
You can see there's a big
Ne
hole
yazık
went into
ki,
my arm at
pezevenk.
that spot.
Salak.
That hurts the worst. And I think one of the most uncomfortable feelings is when you can feel a tooth pop through your skin. In total, my arm was locked in the jaws of this alligator for 7 minutes. And I was working with a team of experts. Remember, Junior is only 2 years old. Now imagine having him as your pet. You go to feed him, you clean his cage, or mishandle this reptile for just a second, and wham! This could be you. Well, hopefully this proved as an excellent lesson as to why you never want to get.
Bugünkü videomuzun sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Böyle videoların gelmesini istiyorsanız bunu like atın, abone olun.